2. We are from Group 8. We will show you a podcast about economic and ecology. Before we start, let me introduce our member. I'm Amanda Putri Mehati.
I'm Nafisa Faitur Rahma.
I'm Alwasia Anapika.
I'm Utari Rahma Yuliana.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast where we talk about real issues in chill and fun way. Today's topic is green or growth, Indonesia's economic and ecological challenge. Now let's be real for a second. Indonesia wants a strong economy, more jobs, better infrastructure, and a higher standard of living. But at the same time, we are also dealing with environmental issues like pollution, deforestation, climate change, and floods. So here's the big question: can economic growth and environmental protection go hand in hand, or do we have to choose one over the other? To help answer the question, I'm joined by Nafisa, Amel, and Utari. Before we jump in, let's hear from everyone. Say hi to our listeners.
Hi everyone, I'm Nafisa, glad to be here.
Hi guys, I'm Amel. Thanks for tuning in.
What's up everyone, I'm Utari, happy join to today's discussion.
Okay, let's dive into today's discussion. So when people hear the word economics and ecology, they often think of two completely different things. One is about money, business, and growth, while the other is about nature and the environment. But are they really that different? Why should people care about the relationship between economics and ecology?
To be honest, because they're way more connected than people think. A lot of people see economic as a money, business and jobs, while ecology is all about forests, animals and nature. But they are actually connected. For example, cutting down forests may increase economic activity in the short term. Companies earn money, jobs are created and production increases. But if the causes floods, landslides or droughts later on, the economic losses can be massive.
For real, we've seen that happen so many times in Indonesia. When floods hit, business close, roads get damaged, transportation is disrupted, and people can go to work. So, environmental damage eventually affect the economy too.
Not gonna lie, people usually start caring about environmental issues only when they directly affect their lives. But protecting the environment is basically a long-term investment. If we don't take care of it now, future generations will end up paying the price.
That's actually a really good point. So economics and ecology are separate issues. They are connected. And speaking of the connection, what does it actually look like in Indonesia today? Let's zoom in and talk about some of the real challenges our country is currently facing. When we talk about balancing economic growth and environmental protection, what's one major challenge Indonesia is facing right now?
One major issue is energy. Indonesia still relies heavily on coal because it's relatively cheap and abundant. It powers industries, business, and millions of households across the country.
But the downside is the coal produces a lot of carbon emissions, which contribute to climate change and air pollution. At the same time, Indonesia is trying to expand renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and geothermal energy.
The challenge is that transitioning to cleaner energy is easy. It requires hard investment, new infrastructure, and time. You can just switch everything overnight.
So basically Indonesia is trying to balance economic needs with environmental responsibilities.
Exactly. If we move too fast, some industries and jobs could be affected. But if we move too slowly, environmental problems could become much worse.
It's giving I need you, but you're bad for me, energy.
Okay, that's fair. But when people hear discussion about energy policies and government programs, they often think, well, that's not really my problem. But is that actually true? Can our everyday choices make a difference too? Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. Like fast fashion, for example. People buy clothes because they're trendy, wear them once or twice, then never wear them again. The fashion industry generates a high amount of waste and pollution.
And don't get me started on plastic waste. Sometimes one drink comes with a plastic cup, plastic lid, plastic straw, and plastic bag. That's a lot of plastic for just one iced coffee.
To be honest, I used to think it just one plastic straw. But when millions of people think the same way every day, it becomes a serious problem.
So everyday choices actually matter more than we realize. Even small habits can create a big impact when millions of people do the same thing. But after hearing all these problems, some people might think economic growth and environmental protection are always fighting each other. Do they really have to be? Can economic growth and environmental sustainability actually work together?
I think they can. There's a concept called the green economy, where economic development happens while minimizing environmental damage.
Examples include renewable energy, eco-friendly business, sustainable agriculture, and better waste management system.
And here's the interesting part, doing green can actually create jobs. Renewable energy projects, recycling industries, and green technologies all create new economic opportunities.
So protecting the environment doesn't necessarily mean sacrificing economic growth.
Exactly. It's not economy versus environment. It's about finding a balance where both can benefit each other.
And honestly, that's probably the smartest approach for Indonesia moving forward.
After hearing all of that, I'm actually feeling pretty hopeful. Sure, there are challenges, but there are also opportunities. Before we end today's episode, let's each share one hope for Indonesia's future.
I hope future development projects consider environmental impacts more seriously, not just short-term profits.
I hope more people realize that protecting the environment isn't only the government responsibility. We all have a role to play.
I hope Indonesia becomes a leader in green development in Southeast Asia. We have incredible natural research and so much potential.
And for me, I hope people stop seeing economics and ecology as enemies, because at the end of the day, a healthy economy needs a healthy environment. And that's all for today's episode of Green or Growth, Indonesia's Economic and Ecological Challenge. Today's discussion shows that economic growth and environmental protection don't have to compete with each other. Indonesia's challenge is finding a balance that allows the country to prosper while protecting the environment for future generations. Thank you to Nafisa, Amel, and Utari for joining today's discussion.
Thank you for listening.
Stay informed, stay curious, and remember, there is no economy on a dead planet. See you in the next episode.
Bye!